Great. So we're here to announce a product that we actually just released and announced today, which we're very excited about. As you know, Marinade been around for 3+ years. Michael here since the beginning, and the whole model of Marinade was always been twofold: support decentralization on the Solana network while delivering the greatest rewards to end users. And we've been doing that. We have over 2 billion US on the platform. But we're announcing something today that's more targeted towards the institutions. Thank you. And that is Marinade Select. And you'll understand, hopefully, the word select, which, by the way, was debated quite a lot internally as to why we picked that word. But right now, we have a pool of hundreds of validators that participate with us. And we're announcing today Marinade Select, which is a SOC 2 Type 1 compliant staking solution with handpicked validators in our ecosystem. So it's really, what is Marinade Select? It's really taken the best of that Solana staking that we've been running for 3+ years and bringing it to institutions. So there are many great validators out there in the Solana ecosystem, and they're really what keep the network healthy. What we've done is taken some of those handpicked best validators, run them through a KYC process. And this is very important for institutions. And part of this came from my experience and other people's experience in the team working with institutions and understanding what it takes when you work in, say, an ETF fund manufacturer, what it takes to actually build a product. And knowing that even though these validators that we have in our Marinade large ecosystem are not from any OFAC nations, for example, they're still kind of unknown entities, which makes some institutions uncomfortable. So Marinade Select will be a pool of about 30 to 40 validators, still have our all-inclusive SDK and API support for seamless integration. So people can either stake Marinade Select today, self-service from the Marinade website, or very shortly from our custody partners like BitGo, Zodia, and Copper. What would this look like? So similar to how Marinade currently works, staking rewards paid out in every Solana epoch, full visibility of earned rewards on your Marinade dashboard, institutional grade security. So one of the reasons that we're very proud of what we built here at Marinade and taking advantage of Solana is in Solana native staking, you're able to separate withdrawal authority from delegate authority. So in this case, you as the end staker, whether you're staking directly through Marinade or through one of your custody partners, always retains withdrawal authority over the sole treasury. SOC 2 compliant and a lot of Solana experience. And now let me hand it over to Michael to go into the details of how this exactly functions.
Let's do it. Yeah, so exciting to share Marinade Select with you. With some of you who know Marinade from the very start, this is completely the opposite of how Marinade started. As back in 21, it was the open, permissionless DeFi protocol, a bootstrap protocol on Solana, trying to make sure that the stake gets to the ones in need, skipping the biggest validators and staking to hundreds and hundreds through this open delegation strategy. And today, exciting to announce Marinade Select. If you asked me back then if at one point Marinade would be picked as the staking provider for as US ETF issuer, I would probably not have guessed that. So today is an exciting day, and I just wanted to share with you real quick. Thank you. To share with you real quick how that's possible, since it's taking something new to Solana, which wouldn't be possible on other chains. So just looking under the hood, how it looks like and how it works. So Marinade Select basically is built on top of classic Solana staking. So unlike liquid staking, it has no smart contract risk involved. There is no pooling of assets. There is no contract to be holding custody of those Solana. Given how Headley introduced that on Solana, you can literally separate the stake authority from the withdraw authority, meaning that the withdraw authority is kept on the users, while the stake authority, that's a minimum one, allowing you only to delegate and undelegate from validators, is in this case set to Marinade bot, which then handles and splits and manages and picks the best performing validators out there. And in the case of Marinade Select, there is a set of between 30 and 40 validators that actually have been running on Solana for years. or from some of them from the very, very start. So there are no Sybils. You know who the counterparty is. And by doing that, you have a one-click solution to support the OG ecosystem Solana validators. So excited about doing that because by staking in a responsible way, you're also helping them to get out and to make sure that they make it. So this is the set of the trusted validators I was talking about. Some of the names you would probably recognize. And again, in the standard world, for you to do this, for you to diversify your staking Solana, you would literally need to go one by one to them and usually manage to do some custom commissions. So this Marinade Select product allows you to do this with one click. So behind the scenes, you click the button, literally, and behind the scenes, the Solana gets staked to all the names that you see out there, automatically split evenly between them. And what's also great is that given that Marinade is the proxy between the staker and the validators, by doing that, Marinade makes sure that the yield is the best on the market, given once again, the allocators can go one by one to the validators and negotiate better rates. But Marinade Select works this way that it splits with the validators, so it still leaves them with some profit to make sure that they are profitable and they are viable. At the same time, the commissions are just much lower than what you would get if you try to go directly to the validators. So we are excited also to show that as of today, the difference between a 0% fee validator on Solana and then this set of a decentralized validators through Marinade Select is today 50 to 60 bips annualized, which is a good one. So, and finally, on the feature set, not only that it includes this, the one-click way to stake to many through Marinade Select, there are features to be rolled out with this together. So instant unstake is a thing we are testing out today. And as Scott said, this is going to allow you to go around the traditional 2-day waiting period on Solana, because we all know if the times are rough, you don't want to wait 2 days, 1 day, or even hours. You want to get your Solana right now, that very moment. And this was just impossible before. So together with a bunch of market makers, we're building an RFQ system. And this is going to be launched early Q3. As I said, we're testing it already. Protected staking rewards, all the validators in the set are actually required to put up a bond, a collateral, which serves a deposit, making sure that they deliver on the promise. If they go offline, if they change commission, if they end up not delivering on the expected results, the bond, the collateral, is automatically slashed, making sure that the users get 100% uptime protection. And finally, rewards reporting, making sure that you can file for a selected time and see how much exactly you made in the USD value or Solana. So this is it. This is our invite towards a fairer future. Very excited about to roll it out. And we invite you, if you want, before that's integrated to the custodian solutions. What I like about this is that it invites everyone to use it. So while this is very strict on the delegation side, who the picked validator is, it allows anyone, be the everyday Joe or the big institution, to tap into the very same product. So as of today, excited to announce it's on the Marinade.finance app, and anyone can start using this product. And as we'll move forward, hopefully we'll see institutions adopting it. And yeah, excited about that.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. I think it's tremendously exciting. And just as, Marinade has always been a connector between different parts of our ecosystem. So starting off early on being a connector between the validators ecosystem and then people who wanted to stake. And we believe that Marinade Select is going to add an additional party that we can connect with, which is institutions. And you alluded it to a little, so I'll just put a finer point on it. In addition to announcing Select today, we're very excited that we announced a ETF launching in partnership with Canary, the Canary Marinade Solana Staked ETF. So that application went in today. So we'll see how quickly it works through the SEC. But really, Select was a fundamental part of that process and was purpose-built for the ETF and fund market, where you want to both be able to stake to an institutional grade solution, but also have a risk mitigant. So the way that institutions think, having been there, is contingency. And that's what Marinade Select allows them to do automatically. So thank you very much. Thank you to Michael. And also, although this isn't being live streamed, this is an awesome partnership with the Marinade team and some of our other external partners. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.